Geek Myths, a novel about life, love, and the pursuit of sonic screwdrivers. Available in paperback and Kindle edition from Amazon.
Scanning for audio.
Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast. Hello. Oh, that just sounded a bit too Pharos Project for my liking. I'm not as upbeat as them. I also don't drink half as much as they're capable of. No, this is just me, Tin Dog podcast. Good old Michael, chatting with you. As you know from the last one, this is a carcast. Sorry about that. Which means reading out synopsises and things like that just isn't really an option. Today I'm talking about the Monsters of Gokroth, the latest main range release from Big Finish, monthly range, whatever you want to call it. It's a lovely little thing, it really is, because it's the Seventh Doctor and Mags. Mags was the werewolf from The Greatest Show in the Galaxy, played by Jessica Martin. Now, The Greatest Show in the Galaxy, well, let's put it this way, I have a love-hate relationship with The Greatest Show in the Galaxy. It's not my favourite story. Some people think it's a tremendous feat, a glorious piece of work. I just found it a little bit embarrassing at the time. I didn't get the subtext, I didn't get the stuff about fandom at all until it was explained to me like 10 years later. I am such a bad fan. I was seeing everything as literal. I didn't see it as a side swipe against us. I didn't see any of that. The ancient gods, well, I wasn't that impressed with the design, but you know what? It's Doctor Who. There's a multitude of aliens out there, and some of them are going to look a bit rubbish. Without them, we wouldn't have had some of the other Elder God storylines, so in many respects, I just have to grin and bear it, because they are some of my other favourite storylines. Monsters of Gokroth, back to this. You've got an older, wiser, slightly more cynical Seventh Doctor. He's trying to put things right. It's before he goes and, goes off to regenerate into the Eighth Doctor. Ace has been gone for a while, it's implied in this storyline. And probably Bernice. So, is it a good story? Yes, without question. To be fair though, I have been buying, I bought for my birthday with the gift, from the Universal box set Blu-rays. Now that's the Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman, Invisible Man, The Mummy, Bride of Frankenstein, Creature from the Black Lagoon box set. It was on special offer, I couldn't help myself, and I love a black and white movie. Love the old Universal horror films, absolute storming. I think Gods and Monsters, well, that's just a great film. If you get the chance to watch that, go ahead. Ian McKellen at his best. But that's distracting, because basically what I'm saying is Mags is a werewolf, and this is Dr. Moreau and Frankenstein all rolled into one. Now both of those things are available as Big Finish classics, so if you want to experience the actual real original texts, go with them. But that's what Doctor Who did best. It showed you storylines, and I'm looking at you, Mr. Bland. I'm looking at storylines that you'll see elsewhere brought back and given back to you. They were great. They were truly marvellous stories. Stuff as a kid you won't have seen or experienced. So the Phantom of the Opera and things like that, you'll watch these stories and then you'll go, someone will mention in passing, oh, did you know that this references this? And you'll go, I've not seen that. So that's what this is. If you enjoy this, then go away and experience the island of Dr. Moreau. Makes sense. Nods and winks in certain directions are perfectly acceptable, because that's what Doctor Who has traditionally done for so long. It's tremendously well directed by Sam Clements, and I think this is his first main range direction job. Very good. More from this person, definitely. You've got the Seventh Doctor turning up on a planet that has villagers, tick, monsters, tick, werewolves, tick, mad scientists in castles, tick. What's not to like on this storyline? I can't find anything. You've also got someone who's a bit like the Explorer from The Greatest Show in the Galaxy. Now, you couldn't have got T.P. McKenna because he's no longer with us. But you've got someone of a similar ilk. A user and abuser. The storyline's got some nice twists and turns, but again, they're the sort of things I can't really discuss without giving too much away, and that would detract from your enjoyment of the story. It's a monthly range, it's storming, it's a great release, and it's nice that Mags is going to be around. I hope she stays longer than Chameleon, because I've always had a soft spot for Jessica Martin, and her performances are massively understated. She's very, very good. And I, for one, regret not getting hold of her graphic novels. Because I think these days people are allowed to be more than one thing. You can't just be an impressionist or an actress or an illustrator or a writer. You get to be anything you want. And that is the best bit of, well, transmogrification in this story and in real life. Yes, there are metaphors for what's going on in the real world. People seeing monsters where there are none. People with an open door policy and no good ever comes of something being closed. We get all of the metaphors. We get all of the side swipes. We do. So with that, I'll play you the trailer and let you decide for yourself. So until next time, be seeing you.
Coming soon from Big Finish Productions. Doctor Who.
This is the world of Gokroth. We live as prisoners of fear. We are asking that someone, anyone who hears this, might have mercy and come to set us free.
Monsters of Gokroth.
Max, now it's curfew, you have to get inside.
I don't have to do anything.
I know, this is no good. Everyone huddled in the village hall like animals, but people don't feel safe in their own beds.
This is for your own good.
Who are you?
Just a visitor, passing through.
Another stranger.
I suppose I must be.
Stay back!
I'll try and help you. And the others, the ones in the forest, give them back what they've lost.
Resher, on the gate. He says there was a stranger asking for you late last night.
What?
He came to answer the call. He came from the stars.
What's going on down there? You almost shot the son of your head woman. You'll be off a Christmas card list if you fire again.
My name is Varon. You have a problem with monsters, and I am quite the expert.
Doctor.
They're probably much more scared of us than we are of them.
I don't think that's actually true. Doctor? Doctor?
Big Finish. We love stories.
I'm just not sure. It's part of me, after all.
Then you need to decide if you can live with that.
That was the Doctor Who Tin Dog Podcast, available on iTunes, YouTube, Twitter, RSS, Vimeo, and across the internet. Doctor Who and its associated properties are all copyright and trademark of the BBC. No infringement is intended. Why not become a supporter by visiting patreon.com/tindog. Contact the show on tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.